So this book is something that I haven't been able to find in print really anywhere. It's the Sesame Street Treasury, featuring Jim Henson's Sesame Street Muppets. This book is created in cooperation with the Children's Television Workshop producers of Sesame Street. Children do not have to watch the television show to benefit from this book. Workshop revenues from this book will be used to help support CTW educational products. It's from 1983. I bought it secondhand, so sadly that money did not end up going directly to them. I would absolutely love it if they published it again so you could actually buy it directly from them. Because Sesame Street, I think, is amazing. When I was little, I loved Big Bird. And as you can see here, Big Bird has a little pointer and he seems to be pointing to letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So, the book's actually a little bit on the long side for little ones to be able to do. But everything in here is for the letter A and the number 1. So I'm going to read the A story because I think that one is my favorite in here. And we're going to skip over some of the other stories. I apologize to Grover, and so we're only going to do parts of the book, but as you can see, it's got the numbers as well. Snuffleupagus. I always loved Snuffy. And I said I bought it secondhand, so that's who had it initially. So, the Sesame Street Treasury, featuring Jim Henson's Sesame Street Puppets, Volume 1, starring the number 1 and the letter A. If you've never seen Sesame Street, they have a theme each episode. And they have an entire set, Volume 1, Volume 2, and so on, for the letters. Now, there's not 26 volumes, which, if your trusted adult has taught you, there's 26 letters. Wow, that is amazing. Several letters share a book, but we're going to do parts from each of them, because I think it's just way too sweet to share. So, this is written by Linda Bove with the National Theatre of the Deaf, Michael Frith, Emily Perl Kingsley, Sharon Lerner, Jeffrey Moss, Norman Stiles, Ellen Weiss, Daniel Wilcox, and was illustrated by Tom Cooke, A. Delaney, Mary Grace Eubank, Michael Frith, Randy Jones, Joe Mathieu, Maggie Swanson, with photographs by Neil Selkirk, the Viewmaster International Group. And there's parts of this from 1973 and on. It's part of the Children's Television Workshop, distributed by Funk and Wagnalls. So lots of cool things in here. So this one is a story about Big Bird's first birthday. Do you recognize the characters in it? It's the Count. How many does the Count count? He goes, 1, And Bert and Ernie, can't remember her name. I said I'm going to read the other story. So let's do the poem about spring. When is it spring? When raindrops have a tune to play, when the grass gets greener every day, when the flowers blossom everywhere, when there's something magic in the air. See the baby birds and the butterflies and the flowers and the rain. When a winding road calls to our feet, when we just can't stay on Sesame Street, when we hear some baby robin sing, we're absolutely sure it's spring. That's definitely something that really tells you a lot about spring, doesn't it? The birds, the animals. Oh, and each of these have recipes in them, which are really fun. So this one, can you guess what Cookie Monster's recipe is for? It's for cookie dough, so you can make cookies. So here is a little bio about Big Bird. Let's learn about Big Bird. Big Bird, home. So that's where he lives. The nest, comma, Sesame Street. His favorite foods, birdseed soup, peanut butter and birdseed sandwiches, birdseed ice cream. I don't know about birdseed, but I like different kinds of soup. And I like peanut butter and strawberry jelly sandwiches or jam. I like jam because it has chunks of strawberries in it. And do you like ice cream? I know I love ice cream. His favorite drink is a birdseed float. Float is something like a root beer float where you have, say, ice cream or something else in it. That sounds delicious. Best friend, Mr. Snuffleupagus. Pet, Barkley. Favorite activities, roller skating, hopscotch, and hide and seek. I've done a hopscotch and hide and seek with my little monsters. Have you gone roller skating or hopscotch or done hide and seek with your humans? Your tested adults. Big Bird has a height of 8 feet 2 inches. Oh my gosh, so tall. Favorite color, yellow. What's your favorite color? I would say mine's green and black. I just can't choose between the two. I have two favorite colors. Favorite wish, to introduce Mr. Snuffleupagus to Sesame Street friends. I think this is back when they treated Snuffleupagus like an imaginary friend. Favorite saying, everyone makes mistakes, so why can't I? Well, everyone makes mistakes when they learn. You always try and fix them. Certainly you could make them too, Big Bird. They have a fun little maze. And let's do this one. I like the A story because I think that really fits for this. There's a lot going on in here. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a queen named Queen Agatha. One day, Queen Agatha called all the knights of the kingdom to the throne room. I love things that begin with A. Ooh. It's a story about A. This one's a little long, but I think I just have to tell it. Knights of the kingdom, announced Queen Agatha, I love things that begin with A. Whoever can bring me something that begins with the letter A will be rewarded handsomely. Perhaps the winner will dance with me at the royal party tonight. Oh, that might get things by tonight. Wow, okay. Oh boy, said Sir Bird. I cannot do voices for the life of me. I'm heading for the Royal Zoo. That's the only place where I can find something that begins with the letter A. I'll be right back, Queen Agatha. Agatha also starts with A. Sir Bird hurried from the throne room, pausing only long enough to take an apple from a bowl near the throne room door. I'd better bring this apple with me, he said, in case I get hungry on my way to the zoo. Look at him. Whew, his legs are long. Once outside the castle, Sir Bird realized he was lost. Oh no! Oh no, I'm lost, cried Sir Bird. If only there were something to help me find my way to the Royal Zoo. Just then, Sir Bird passed a large arrow. Ooh, what does arrow start with? A. The arrow said, "This way to the zoo." Right here. This way to the zoo. Oh, look at that arrow, exclaimed Sir Bird. That arrow will help me find my way. I know Big Bird doesn't sound like that, but it's all right. It's the Royal Zoo. Ooh, I don't think it's very polite to take the sign, but... So he grabbed the arrow and followed it until he reached his destination, a cage in the Royal Zoo, where there sat a happy-looking alligator. Oh, Mr. Alligator, I've found you at last, said Sir Bird. Your name begins with the letter A. Won't you please come with me back to the throne room? Since the alligator had never before seen a throne room, he was more than happy to follow Sir Bird. He says, I'm sitting here drinking my lemonade, listening to the radio with a book. Why not? I got plenty of time. When he reached the throne room, Sir Bird announced to the Queen, Queen Agatha, this alligator's name begins with the letter A. I guess now I can dance with you at the royal party, huh? Well, said the Queen, first of all, that apple and that arrow. Oh, sorry. Achoo starts with A too. That apple and that arrow you have also begin with the letter A. Oh, how silly of me, said Sir Bird. I grabbed the apple and the arrow without realizing that they began with the letter A. But I guess that since I brought you an apple and an arrow and an alligator, I can dance with you at the royal party for sure. Well, if it's all the same to you, I'd like to dance with your friend. You're a pretty handsome guy, you know that, said the Queen to the alligator. 'Cause she's an alligator. Then she said to Sir Bird, Sir Bird, since you found the letter A, I will give you a lifetime supply of birdseed, and I will make you my ambassador to Antarctica. Those are all A's, but I'm not really sure that a bird would do well in Antarctica. But okay. Oh boy, said Sir Bird, and Sir Bird was very happy, and so was the Queen. As for the alligator, he was happy too, because he had always wanted to dance with a queen. And since everybody was happy, the story is over. Welcome to the Queen's party. Da-da-da. That was fun, isn't it? I think it's super fun. But Queen Agatha. So this one is learning Spanish. So animals in Spanish is animales. Say it in Spanish. So a farm is a granja. I'm totally going to have poor pronunciation. This is just going to use some words so you can at least have an idea of what words sound like. But there's plenty of people that would be good to learn it from. But a gallo is a rooster. Perro is a dog. Cerdo is a pig. Cabra is a goat, like a chupacabra. Ganso is a goose. Gallina is a hen. Oveja is a sheep. Caballo is a horse. Gato is a cat. Vaca is a cow. Now, most of the letters in Spanish you say the same way, except for the J's and the double L's. The J's you do kind of like a ha instead of a ja. And like the double R, you just roll, paddle your R's a little bit. Now, if I'm wrong, I apologize. I have not studied Spanish in quite a long time. That's just a little bit of beginning Spanish. All right, and so since this book is one, he says, "Howdy, it is I, the Count. I am riding on a wild, bucking bronco horsey. But not only can I ride him, I can count him too. One horsey. Ah, ha, ha. One. Yeah, that is an unhappy horsey. If a horsey doesn't want you to ride it, you should not be riding the horsey." Oh, I love this one. This one's sign language. So, if you look, most of the sign language is to show you what something looks like. So, sign language is for people who primarily can't hear well. So, if you look, for example, her hands are opening like a window. And when she's doing the sunrise, her hand's the little sun, and it goes up. And you see what she's doing with her hand for the toothpaste? That's how you put toothpaste on your hand. Then, well, not your hand normally, but you'd put it on a toothbrush, right? And your eyes open for breaking up. But it's a way to communicate without using your voice or sound. So for people who are deaf or hard of hearing, it's an excellent way to communicate. And this is from what's called American Sign Language. Sign language in other countries is different. They do have things commonly in the same, but so this is for American English. But it's a really great way to start. So for example, it says, "How many things in this picture can you sign?" And so look, he's got some wake up breakfast, sunrise and other things going on. And here she has a little sentence where she's saying, "Good morning, it's time to get up." Now, if you notice, it's in phrases. That's how sign language is, because you can't do every word. So it's time, right, to get up. Which makes sense. But lots of the words from the previous page are on here. So Grover and his bedtime story. I always loved Grover. I particularly love Super Grover. He's my favorite there. Let's see, here's Grover with his friends. He's got quite a story there. All right. Let's do a little colors, and we'll do pictures, things that start with letter A. Big Bird's colors. Green is the color of Granny Bird's couch. Whoop. Of grass, yay, and of spinach. I like spinach actually. And Oscar the Grouch. A funny story is that my mother would always add cloves to frozen spinach, so I always was, and I never noticed. And I wondered why. Why does frozen spinach taste so different than fresh spinach? Because she added seasoning. It's not easy being green. Oh, Kermit usually says that. Cookie and Grover and Harry are blue. And bluebirds and bluebells and blueberries too. Yeah, I love that. That's a really great picture of blueberries. Oh, look, Cookie Monster's eating blueberries. Because remember, cookies are a sometimes food. This flower is purple, and so are these grapes, and so are all of Prince Charming's fine capes. Do you prefer the gold or silver trim? Red is tomatoes, stoplights, and cherries. Well, not all cherries are red, but there's definitely plenty. And strawberry jam. And that necktie of Harry's. Oh, yep, he's got a red necktie. An orange is orange, and so is Bert's nose. And Ernie is orange, and so are my toes. Oh, Big Bird's the one telling us all the colors. Yellow bananas, and a big bumblebee, and daisies and butter, and don't forget me. That's right. Goodness, look at all these things in this picture. Can you find everything that starts with an A? Let's see here. He's an artist, and an armchair, and an arm, an apple, the alphabet, an ape, an astronaut, and an alligator, and an airplane. Goodness. The adventures, and then what are these guys? Ants. Goodness. There might be something else I missed, but I think that's pretty much everything. Yep, and here's the counting page with a yummy sandwich. Good night, rubber ducky. He does love his rubber ducky. All right, here we go. And it's the end where it tells you that there's banana bread in volume 2. Nah, I also love Oscar. Banana bread. That's 3 B words. That's true. Sesame Street Treasury, Volume 1, with some parts omitted, but it's quite fun. I really hope they republish it so people can buy it. As I said, we only had a couple volumes when I was a kid, so I had to buy the whole set secondhand. But thank you so much for listening, and you have a great day.